Okay, so I'm Jess Sewter and I'm Chief Partnerships Officer at Generation UK and Ireland. We're an employment charity that supports people who are underemployed or unemployed and are facing barriers into work. And we support them and train them with job-specific bootcamps, and then we support them into amazing, life-changing tech roles at the end. So I've always worked in education, working with industry, and I've worked in higher education for a long time, helping graduates into roles. And I was pulled into Generation because of its mission, its social mobility mission, and its passion to level up and to support people facing all sorts of barriers into work. So that's why I'm there and that's what I'm doing. So I love the tech sector. I think I've learned a lot about how it works and so on. It's so innovative, so collaborative, so many exciting things happening and so welcoming and inclusive. So I'm just really happy to work for an organisation that can train people and give people access to such an amazing sector where there's so many roles, so much growth, so much innovation. It's really exciting. So I think Leeds is really special, and I think tech businesses that come to Leeds, and they're obviously Leeds born and bred businesses that really thrive here, but I think what makes Leeds so attractive is that we've got such high quality, there's such great innovation and tech happening in Leeds. But really, I think what makes us stand apart is how collaborative and what a community there is. It's people are competitive, but not in a negative way, not fiercely. And I see people who on paper should be competitors working together on cross-city themes and projects, which is really wonderful to see. It's really thriving and a great place to work. It's a lovely city and really compact, so people can like walk around the centre and visit their clients and I love that. So yeah, I might be biased because I live here, but I think it's a wonderful place for a tech business to come to. Yeah. So the tech sector is moving all the time, and obviously we're providing training to get people with the right skills and knowledge to enter that sector. So we need to stay really agile and flexible. We need to make sure we're running the right programs. As innovation grows, so does the demand change and grow. So we need to make sure that we're feeding the tech sector people with the right skills and the right knowledge. So we refresh that curriculum. We ask our employers and our partners, you know, what else can we do? What do we need to change? We have an employer advisory board. So yeah, we need to keep fleet of foot. So we've been lucky enough to host some great events in Leeds, which has been wonderful as part of the Leeds Digital Festival. And we've also recently just written 3 articles for the Leeds Digital site on diversity and inclusion and accessing different talent, and we've been able to bring in new voices. So at the graduates from our boot camps who are now working in amazing tech companies and in great roles have been able to really share what it means to them, what diversity means to them, what being able to access the tech sector means to them. So that's been a really nice project to work on. We've been in Leeds now 2 years, so we'll be celebrating 200 people we've placed directly into jobs and another 100 indirectly into jobs. And that's 200 lives changed. That's really exciting, and that's what keeps us going. A huge role, you know, innovation brings attention and it makes Leeds really stand out on the map. So, you know, international reputation as well. So it drives everyone, it makes everyone better their best, and it just keeps everything moving and growing. So these startups with really great ideas that are bringing in investors and really believing in their vision and their product and their innovation, it's really exciting to see. It also opens up lots more jobs for people who live in the city and who can help and gain access to that. But ultimately it's about Leeds being awesome, you know, at what it does, and I think that's great. Well, I would say go for it. There are so many friendly people to talk to if you're unsure, just to find out what roles there are. There is a digital divide still. There are people who don't know, who live so close to the city centre, don't know what a tech role is, what the roles are, what it means. So first of all, just be curious and find out, but also look for ways to get in there and get the training that you need. And like Generation provides training for free for people who are unemployed and facing barriers, and so there's nothing to lose there to access that. So I think it's an amazing sector to be part of. It's great for people's personal development and portfolio, and it's exciting. So I would really recommend people have a look and see how they can access the tech sector. Oh, well, I love the Leeds Digital Festival. When I worked at Leeds Trinity University, we hosted an event, and it was my first sort of interaction with the tech community. And I was like really blown away by how exciting it was and all these tech businesses that were growing. So I've met a lot of people through the Leeds Digital Festival, and obviously through Stuart and Claire and the team. And we've hosted events as part of that as Generation. So it's really helped me learn about tech, meet lots of people and build a network and understanding. And it's also helped me with the work, my previous role, but also at Generation. So through the Leeds Digital Festival, we're able to open up access to the people that we're on our boot camps. But also we can, it's really important to share messages, and it's so inclusive, it's free to attend, and it's free to host an event. And so, I just don't know how Leeds would be without it. So for me, it's hugely important. Yeah, so Leeds Digital is just what we needed. So we had the Leeds Digital Festival. Leeds Digital now will provide, is the hub that we really needed. We never really had a place where all the events and all the news and updates was in one place for the tech community. So it's wonderful. Like, it's my go-to now to see what's going on where, to read some great pieces and thought pieces, but also to see what projects are happening and what's going on. So I think it's much needed, and in that in-between time of when the festivals aren't running, it just keeps the momentum and energy going through the year. So well done, Leeds Digital. There's just various people that I meet who just do their job so brilliantly and so passionately, and that really inspires me. And the what will be making a difference to people. And when I see some of our learners, really overcome their challenges and really commit, and they're so passionate and work so hard, and when I see them land a role and they're over the moon with it, that really inspires me. So the amazing learners that we're working with really inspire me. Well, there's still a lot of work to do. There's 1 million people unemployed in the UK, and we know that people from specific groups, specific demographic groups, people facing barriers, they're more than twice than likely to remain unemployed. So there's a lot of talk about equality and equity and a levelling up, but it does take specific actions to make a difference, and I think that's what's really important. So, at Generation we are offering, we're supporting specific groups of people with specific training for specific jobs, and we're making that impact and getting those people into roles. And there's still a huge amount of work to do and a huge amount of other people that we can support. And it's just so important. So I hope that doesn't ever go off the agenda. I think it's really easy to talk about, but much harder to put into practice. And so that's what I'd love to see more of with employers when they're hiring, organisations when they're growing, to really have that in their minds of how can they help level up society.